As you see here, for instance, the square root of 81, anyone should know that's 9. It's the multiplication table, what you learn in the 2nd grade. It's basic knowledge. But many of our applicants lack it.
Simone Elgert received 20 applications for 4 apprenticeship positions, but she was only able to fill 2 of them. As a training officer, she's noticed a lack of suitable candidates recently. It's certainly the case at the metal construction firm where she's in charge of trainees. She accepted Philip Drexel's application, even though he'd already quit 1 apprenticeship. At 20, he now feels like he knows what he wants from life. Philip wasn't an outstanding student at school, finishing with average grades. Back then, that didn't bother him. Now he sees things differently.
It's different here at work for someone who got a D in math. If you're good with your hands, but the company says you need to get good marks to complete your apprenticeship, there's more incentive. So you can do better and manage a B or a C.
Simone's job is actually quality management. Finding suitable trainees wasn't always an issue, but it's now becoming increasingly important to maintain the firm's quality standards. It employs around 100 workers. Philip has just completed his interim exam for his apprenticeship year. He thinks he's really suited to metalwork as a trade.
I just wanted to ask, how did your exam go yesterday?
The company is counting on his development.
Well, I had a little trouble with welding. I had to practice a bit before the exam, and I still have to work on it.
How do you think you did?
I'm hoping for a B, but I'll probably end up with a C.
Students with good grades will mostly go elsewhere. These days, the automotive parts industry can offer them many more opportunities. Competition for recruits is getting stiffer. Manufacturing firms in outlying areas have to make do with the small number of young people remaining who have acceptable math skills. Simone hopes the vocational college will give her trainees a helping hand. She's on her way to a meeting there to find out how they're doing. The results aren't overwhelming. Maybe the demands are too steep.
Unfortunately, I always have to repeat, even if it sounds a bit trite, that they lack basic knowledge. And we have to supply them with that, whereas we used to be able to build on what they already knew. Unfortunately, that is the case, and they often lack interest. Then you hear things like, "How should we know? That was 2 weeks ago." They forget everything much too quickly.
But Philip's example also shows that theory isn't everything. Some potential employees are late starters, and the head of the company has recognized that they can develop into steady craftsmen in the workshop. That's why he plans to try out very different methods in the future.
We're going to make an effort to bring in long-term unemployed, young people who've perhaps recognized that they can get a little more from actually working than sitting around the unemployment agency. We've already had some success, thank goodness. And I hope that in this way we can at least enlarge our workforce.
It will take Philip Drexel years to qualify as a master craftsman. First, he certainly plans to pass his apprenticeship examination, and he's glad he's been given the chance to do so.